So, this is crazy because who would have thought that some of the biggest powers in Europe would be at war by now, and that's Sweden and Prussia. I don't know, that just seems very weird to me. Prussia's looking good, although they did lose this city off the kind of in the Baltic regions. There you go. Sweden looking real good too, though. I mean, if they can get these cities to grow, I'm not sure exactly how well these cities are going to grow up here in the tundra and the mountains and stuff like that. But still, this is, I think I've mentioned this before, it's a strange campaign. We're seeing a lot of powers that have never really been that well. They've never really done that well. And they're doing really well this time around. Well, I mean, France is a power that we've seen do well. Spain almost ready to kick out Portugal from Iberia. That's a really big deal. Probably one of the strangest, though, is Siam. Could we see like the strongest game from Siam yet? That would be really cool because I love kind of the Indo-China region, the Southeast Asian region. I've always wanted to see a really good power grow out of there. And maybe this is it. Maybe we can finally see it. Obviously, they need to eliminate the Champa. They can keep Burma there. Burma can stay there. Okay, what happened? Captured by Songhai. Dido captured by Songhai. Assyria captured by Babylon. Was that their capital? Yes, it was. So now there's a much more clean borders. Sumer almost went in there and stole that away. Oh, the Assyrians are still alive. Where are the Assyrians? Because that siege tower is there. Did they get a colony? Yes, they did. Yep, okay, there it is. I was going to say, well, they could technically take this back, and that's a pretty powerful unit. They actually might take it back, and the Sumer might once again regain control. I mean, it's a good city to have, but man, all these wars, you guys, calm down. A little bit of an overkill, I'd say. Okay, so I didn't check what happened with Songhai and Dido. What's going on here? Songhai took this city. Okay, so that would give Songhai a coastal city. Obviously being pretty crucial on a map like this. Really, really crucial. Nigeria looking okay, but I think the Ethiopians might have a little bit of luck if they do successfully send enough units over here and attack Lagos. I believe it's Lagos. That sounds right. England doing okay, but Scotland as well. Scotland, has been building all these wonders, going after Iceland. I'm just really excited to see a powerful Sweden, a powerful Siam. Prussia kind of lost a lot by losing this city. I mean, that kind of hurts them. They were in a much better situation at 5 cities. Now at 4, by turn 143, yeah, not looking so good. Not looking as good. Champa and Tibet have peaced out. Obviously, the Huns are looking like they're going to be coming out of the Eastern European region. Maybe to fight the Shanu at some point. Bam, another city. Wow. And I realize that I've probably called the Chukchi like the Chinook way too many times, and I apologize for that. I see the sea, and I'm just like, go, and they're kind of in the same region as the Chinook in the last campaign, but yeah, the Chukchi. Still think that is a very cute name in a very strange way. Also Japan. Another one is Japan. I mean, Sweden, Siam, maybe Prussia. Japan being so nice. The fact they made a landing here, they might even get an additional city. Okay, so has been captured by Persia. Okay, that's different. I thought the Sumer were going to be the ones to steal this away. Now, this siege weapon still has one more attempt. Nope, they're not going to be able to do it. Oh, yeah, they're just going to retreat. All right, big pickup for Persia there. Looks like we might see another successful campaign from Persia. In the last one, they did really well, especially with their colonization of Australia. And if they do that again this time, they'll be even more successful because there won't be a Kimberley or an Australian Civ there. Or, for that matter, not even really a dominant Indonesia. Really, switching Jakarta back to where they actually start it makes a huge difference. I started them off on this island, and they just quickly got up 5 cities. That's really making a big difference. Okay, so this is Theodora and Finland, I believe. Yes, it is. Turn 145. Not sure what Prussia's going to do about this city. I mean, I guess they could try to swoop in there with this boat and maybe get some support with... But they'd have to get open borders through Poland no matter what. And I don't think that's very viable. Wow, this Portuguese settler has been out there for a long time. And the Celts are still surviving. Now, did the Celts find Canada just yet. No, but they're both looking. Shanu are looking as well. You know what? Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say, have I been thinking they could walk on this ice? Drew, what the heck? See, they're not that far away. Look, they can easily. The Shanu completely bypassed that whole region. They went all the way this way. The Celts probably did the same thing. The Celts, you know what? No, the Celts probably landed in Greenland, or should I say Danish Greenmark for some of my viewers, and then they embark. The weird thing is they're not moving though. Okay, so Nigeria and Ethiopia have peaced out. That's going to let Nigeria off the hook. Again, another thing I really like about this campaign is that there are way more civs now. I don't know why so many more civs are surviving. I like it, though. I thought we'd see, by this point, I thought we'd see a huge elimination. Thought everyone would be eliminated. There's still a lot of wars, but not everybody's eliminated. Songhai and Carthage have peaced out. We've got Assyria and the Babylonians piecing out as well. This is going to make some people pretty mad at Ethiopia. So the Ottomans in Ethiopia and the Persians and the Ottomans. Persia won't have a easy path getting to Istanbul. That was a dual war. That was a team war. That was not a coalition war, which is going to make the big difference. Russia obviously struggling to take over Armenia, but I like that Armenia is still surviving here. Were there more wars that popped up? Yeah. The Huns are not at war with the Russians right now, right? I don't think so. I think they're gearing up for that war. That war is soon to come. These horse archers and these battering rams are ready to go. Although because of the open borders, clearly they have open borders. It makes it I don't know in this case. That's a lot of units moving into Russian territory. I have seen AIs declare war, and especially aggressive AIs like Attila. I have seen AIs declare war even though they have open borders. It's less likely, but because we're talking about Attila from the Huns, you know, I mean, it's safe to say. It's kind of safe to say that that's probably... He doesn't care. He doesn't follow the rules of the normal civ etiquette, I guess you could say. Civ etiquette, yeah. Where is Portugal going? Oh, we've got a British settler moving up north, maybe for one of these islands. I don't think anyone is going to be going after... Okay, so we know for sure the British have deep-sea sailing. The thing is, though, they're totally going to bypass all of this land. So the colonization will now begin. There's our first caravel so far. I might have missed an additional caravel. I apologize if I did. But the British are first, which seems right, seems historical. I mean, not that the British are first, but they're among the first to go off to the New World. No, that they weren't like first, but they might be settling out there. And they've got two settlers too. That's the thing. They've got two settlers. They just don't know what's out there. And no, I don't see anything in terms of caravels out here. I mean, I'd imagine that they were pretty... They would just be coming off the shallow waters, I'd imagine. Yeah, we have Babylon versus Byzantium. Okay, there shouldn't be anything there. Kazakhstan and Russia have peaced out. We've got Prussia and the Papal State, the Goths and Prussia. Uh-oh. Well, the Goths and Prussia... Okay, so Prussia will be fine there. Benin and Babylon. We've got Shanu and Babylon. Oh, geez, that is a new sign. Oh, that's in India, I believe. Oh, no, that's Burma. I don't know why I have such trouble saying their name. Burma. There you go, Burma. Okay, let's go to the next turn. Okay, so no significant wars broken out. No significant conflict. Maybe that Arabian-Babylonian one. No. No, still no frontal wars. Lots of other wars, but no front wars. Babylon and Persia were apparently at war. I think Persia realized that they were not going to be able to reinforce this newly captured city from Assyria, so they're like, okay, here you go, Nebuchadnezzar, leave us alone, which was the smart move by Darius. Okay, so there it is. Poland versus Prussia. That is a pretty significant one that has broken out. All right, we've got to watch the British here. Okay, they decided to settle Dublin's. Probably not the smartest of moves, and Great Britain is going for Greenland. They clearly don't see anything. The funny thing is, like, 1 or 2 turns after they settled the city in Greenland, the caravel is going to discover the east coast of America. Ah, that sucks. Okay, so Notre Dame has been finished by the Congo, offering them quite a bit of extra happiness. Portugal has no deep sea sailing yet, I don't believe. People like to smile. Okay, this is a pretty insignificant window. Can't really see anything too much information there at all. Wait a second, Austria's not at war with Prussia, right? No, they're moving through that territory though. They are moving through the territory. Austria now going for a settler. So there's a clear desire from the Europeans to go out and find new land. They have no idea. They have no idea. That's hilarious. Because everybody else kind of still has land to settle. It's the Europeans that are going out and trying to explore things, and that's hilarious because if things work out, then this might be a really historical campaign, somewhat historical campaign. Now, Prussia doesn't seem to have any sort of technology advantage. It seems like they both have about the same amount of units. As long as nobody joins the war against Prussia. Okay, so Sweden and Prussia have peaced out. Tibet and Mongolia have peaced out. Don't know why there. Mongolia would have had a chance. Actually, they weren't going for Tibet. They were looking like they were going after Kazakhstan. Shanu with a pretty big force here. How are the Chukchi doing? Chukchi doing okay. They're still continuing to settle. They're at war with Korea, but this is what's such a big difference maker. This mountain range is such a huge difference maker. We're seeing so many civs that would have fallen. They're staying alive, which is also another big reason why we're not seeing as many civs eliminated. Oh my gosh, the British are all the way in Eastern Asia. What a great modded civ, I swear. The British mod is so good. So just a huge difference over the English mod. It's crazy. It is crazy. I mean, that's insane. But that's really good. Okay, let's go back to the Atlantic. There it is. Boom. Did you already settle? Okay, let's see if this settler changes paths, because they definitely might. I'm not sure exactly what they got vision on. They might have gotten vision on all these crabs, which would certainly send that settler down south pretty quickly. I dislike the fact that the British founded Dublin, especially north of Scotland. That really is not going to work out too well. Oh, geez. Okay, so the Papal State declared war on who? It doesn't look like whoever that is. Oh, that's India. I think that is the... Is that the... yes. Here they are. It's Moria. Yes, Moria. There we go. Moria. And the Congo. Nothing. Okay, so nothing big. Babylon and Finland. No major conflicts. The Ottomans and the Shanu. Okay, so nothing big. I don't know if this is what the Shanu were sending them after. I'm not sure if they were sending them down south to attack Moria. Could be. That could be it. Persia and Moria. Okay. Oh my gosh, these wars are just insane. Okay, so Babylon, Denmark, doesn't matter. Babylon and Austria. Babylon, Austria, no, doesn't matter. The Ottomans in Austria, yeah, this is kind of interesting here because of this. The Ottomans could take the city back. Carthage doesn't matter with the Ottomans. The Huns, no. Maybe Russia one day. Denmark and Poland, no, it doesn't really matter either. Finland and Prussia, okay. Lots of distant wars, but still the only immediate border I see is between Poland and Prussia. Unless of course Finland gets open borders. Oh, you know what? The Goths gave Poland gave open borders to the Goths, which means they're going to be able to walk through this land here. That is interesting. All right, let's go to the next turn. Did that British settler move down south? Yep, he is changing his course, I think. He is changing his course because where'd the caravel go? Oh, okay. He just discovered the crabs. Okay, so this is where I think things are going to change. Denmark and Persia piecing out. Denmark and Mongolia. Austria and Denmark. Austria, Prussia. Boom. All right, so Prussia not doing so well. I guess it's a good time to have talked about Prussia in the intro because they are going to get eliminated at least from continental Europe. They might still exist inside of Scandinavia, but outside of that, I think they're done. I think that either Austria or Poland are going to be really successful. It actually might be Austria, which once again would continue with the theme of having really weird civs do well. I guess really weird. I mean, Austria would be the first, like, really weird one because we've absolutely never seen Austria do even remotely good in an AI-only battle. Even remotely. Yeah. So that would be kind of strange. Manchester doing good. I mean, you've got some good population here from the British. Pretty good, pretty well-populated cities that only turn 154. Dublin will not be the best city, but you will get pearls, so I guess that's kind of smart. you are actually starting to head over more towards Canada than where your caravel is discovering. See, if they just move down to the south, be a completely different... I think that would just blow their mind. How's Africa doing? Africa's still insane. We've got Mali going after a settler. All of these nations still existing. Crazy. This is crazy. Obviously, the Congo look like they're going to be doing the best at some point. Look at all these spices that Africa gets. It's crazy. Africa gets so much. Captured by Maratha. Okay, so that is... So I think it was Moria losing this city to the Maratha. Yes. I think that's what happened. Surprised that... How did they take that city, though? Did they sneak in there after Chola did most of the work? Possibly. Possibly, maybe, I'm not sure. Ooh, Siam has those elephants. This is the time to strike if Ramses... I'm sorry, not Ramses. If Siam wants to really like get a dent in there and kind of get a hold over Southeast China. Big war brewing here. Huge war brewing here. Really wish we had info addicts. So, one thing I want to mention, because I know that people are confused, I think that some people are able to use info addicts and the 60+ Civ mod because I'm not entirely sure if this is the case, but if it might be because you're using the mod that isn't in the Steam page. I'm using it off the Steam Workshop. If you're saying you're able to use the info addicts mod because you're using the 60+ Civ mod off of Civ Fanatics or just outside the Steam Workshop, that's completely different. A lot of people ask me why I don't play with the community patch or why I don't use some of the more less popular mods because they're not in the workshop. That's because I've tried it before, and you got to understand something. I have 2 series going on at all times in Civ 5, and when I download, I tried to download the community balance patch not too long ago, and it completely ruined my game. Everything. It ruined so much. It was cool. I got to play for a little bit, but it ruined my game to the point where I had trouble getting it out, because it was kind of sticky in a weird way. It was I couldn't get the mod entirely out. I had to search up online to figure out how the heck I just get this thing out of here, because it ruined my AI only battles. It ruined my single player series, and I don't think I can run AI only battles with a community balance patch. I don't even want to try. All I know is that the only way I'd be able to do a mod outside the Steam Workshop is if I had already completed both series in Civ 5, both my AI only and my single player, and then I quickly downloaded it, and then I'd have to build everything from there. Usually that never happens, though. I usually have one ending and the other one's still going on, and then I start up a new one. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not sure if that's how the Info Addicts is working for some people with the 60+ Civ mod. I'll look into it for the next one, but just wanted to let people know, because I don't know. But for me, the Steam 60+ Civ mod in the workshop doesn't work with Info Addicts. Maybe there's another one in the workshop. I don't know. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. We're in an interesting time because we've got our first Civ discovering the New World, and actually the British are going to be the first, I think, to settle, probably somewhere in Canada, but hopefully they don't settle in the north with all this snow, because that is going to be useless. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.